My name is Romy. I am represented by Heart since 2012. I worked for clients such as the Folio Society, the Nude Hotel, Fortnum & Masons, and the New York Review of Books. I was born in Bautzen. It's a small town near Dresden in East Germany. I work from a studio in Neukölln in Berlin. I'm sharing the studio with 9 other artists. I was always very interested in history and politics. I love books. I love the paintings by the Impressionists. They painted nature and outside, and they painted people. And there's a lot of light in their paintings. But at the same time, I'm very excited about drawings and artists like Ben Shahn. I work on celluloid. I paint with a big brush on an A3 celluloid. The first layer I paint is usually black, and then I scratch out a shape or a person, and I put in lines with a needle, with an etching needle. Often when the illustration has a lot of details, then I do paint those buildings and objects on different foils and scan them in and put them together on the computer. And these images are usually a bit more whimsical, more like a collage. I would call myself a painter rather than a drawer, because I always start by painting and putting on color on a surface. By painting on celluloid, I create brush strokes and texture that give the image a certain depth. I only have 2 brushes that I frequently use, and I have 2 etching needles that I'm using since 15 years. I need to replace them, so I really like to have a direct way to work and concentrate, and also react on my failures. So because they are there and I can't redo them, I have to react on it, and they add to the image. I started to paint portraits of famous women like Hannah Arendt and Rosa Luxemburg. I really enjoyed doing these because I could just do the full painting on the celluloid without working on the computer, which is sometimes a nice thing to do. After I did the series, I had the chance to do portraits for the New York Review of Books, which is a job that I really enjoy doing. I paint a lot of animals and natural scenes. I think painting is a way to connect with nature while being a city person. I'm part of an artist collective, a female artist, since 2012. The collective is called Spring. We decide for a theme every year. It's a very open brief. We decide for colors in the beginning, usually 2 Pantone colors. The work I do for Spring is very different from my illustration work because I work in another technique, and it's always a new start. I always do something that I never did before. I think it's very important that people form groups and collectives and do things together. What I like about illustrations is it's very exciting. It's always new, and it always feels like I'm doing this for the first time. And then I'm glad that I have tools in my hand that I used before. So there's this tension, which is exciting. I feel really lucky that I had the chance to work with so many great clients and had the opportunity to work on different projects from different fields. But I feel very lucky that people ask me to create pictures for them.